What exactly is wrong with me? I could be writing or playing some other better game right now.
Before the world went up in flames, literally. So Korra had those same dreams and that same desire. She bent 3 out of the 4 elements as a kid and trained and mastered those 3 bending styles by 17 years old. A prodigy destined to be the Avatar, with a desire to lead, just like her past lives were. Korra's identity became rooted in her role. Without the Avatar, there was no Korra. She didn't want to just have fun and be a regular kid like Aang. No, Korra wanted, yearned even, to be the Avatar. Korra was gifted and she worked equally as hard, so she took pride in her abilities. Pride isn't a bad thing, but pride without humility leads to arrogance and overconfidence. Korra was headstrong, brash, and stubborn. Though a waterbender by blood, she had the spark and the passion of a firebender. To add to that, Korra's upbringing as the Avatar was different than all the others. Usually the Avatar travels the world, learning the elements from the 4 nations, and finding teachers there. But in her case, all of her teachers were right in front of her, so Korra didn't need to travel. She didn't even need to leave the Southern Water Tribe.
The Hateno side quest.
I believe the lack of travels hindered Korra's outlook on the world, as
What a
travels
pain.
to the Earth gave them teaching responsibility and stability. The Fire Nation teaches one how to control their own power. Finally, the air nomads and airbending teach spirituality and restraint. In short, the travels around the world gave the Avatar perspective on what exactly the world is. It gives the Avatar a little more compassion. Again, Korra's life is predicated on her bending and on her strength, and as she encounters someone who can strip her of this power, fear creeps in on the young Avatar for the first time. And as Amon took her bending away, Korra lost
Let's go to Akala.
Korra
Maybe I'll get a teleporter there.
but slowly she recovered. A season later, she lost her connection to the Avatars by Murloc. So she was broken spiritually, but she recovered. And with each of her foes, they reiterated the one thing that Korra never wanted to hear. The Avatar wasn't weak. And in the 3rd season, she faced what would be her 2nd strongest opponent, the Red Lotus. Red Lotus challenged Korra's identity as the Avatar once again in that final episode against the Red Lotus. Water Tribe Avatar took part in a rather brutal fight. This time she was broken physically. What we find out is that this time she didn't recover. Through Korra alone, we saw that
I'll be
Korra
feeling
suffered
these.
from depression and post-traumatic stress from her battle with Sokka. Korra was fighting off hallucinations of her former self, dealing with mental illness that felt unstable. And for 3 long years, she would be haunted by her former self. In her dreams and reality was everywhere. She was fighting off the fear that she wasn't needed, the fear of her dying in that battle, fighting her own growth. She was at her lowest point. This was the Avatar who was once at the top of the world. His bright eyes were now so dulled. Korra has always been physically imposing. Her lifelong training is showcased in her design. This is a muscular girl, but now look how depleted she is. Korra wasn't eating, she wasn't sleeping, and she couldn't train. She was depressed, and this was the outcome. Korra looked like a shell of her former self. But as she slowly overcame her depression and her inner terror, as she began to rely on others, the fully realized Avatar thrived and prospered. With a happy heart, I saw the Korra that I waited 4 seasons to see. One who knew that even if the world didn't want her, the world would always need her. Because without Korra, Mira wouldn't have been stopped. Throughout the entire show, her existence
This is a nice
was
plane.
questioned.
Oh, how nice. There's also a Lionel in this very nice plane. I don't think this plane is very nice anymore. That Lionel is trying to shoot me now.
Required from her wants and compassion, and less ferocity. A world perfect for Aang, but this is Korra's legend. Korra started off her journey as headstrong, brash, hot-headed, and sadly a little bit happier. Before, Korra never wanted to be diplomatic. She never wanted to hear other options play out. She wanted to resolve problems through bending and through fists. trained for her entire life. Again, down to her design, she is powerful. Korra is built to fight, whether it be the Fire Nation or a battle with Ozai. But that's not what her role demanded. Imagine you spend your whole life working towards being the Avatar, only to be attacked and told time and time again that you aren't needed. Frankly, you aren't wanted. What does that do for Korra's sense of self, for Korra's identity? Who is Korra? It took 3 years for Korra to figure that out. It took Korra 3 years to figure that she is a mature, compassionate, and understanding individual. But she is also strong and fierce. She will always be. But she needed to find that balance. She needed to become human. And one aspect of Korra's tenure that needs to be respected is the resiliency it takes to go from Avatar to human. To watch those you love lose confidence. Have your identity stripped away.
That didn't work out.
The resiliency it takes to have all the power in the world to feel Korra has suffered season after season. Her journey is suffering. But after each battle, stood on her own 2 feet and kept going. That is something strong. Korra, with the aid of all of those against her, instructions about the realities of the world and
Big mistake.
the world is against you. You can and you will make it through. Up to this point, Korra was a character in the series that hadn't been seen. Korra's story was sad, but in order for her to come into the world, she needed to suffer. It's hard not to compare Aang and Korra, as they are the same people spiritually, but could never be more different. The fiery Korra and the peaceful Aang. However, Korra choosing to spare Kuvira in that moment and in the time after, she would become the spitting image of the young Airman, as she showed her strength and compassion that the former Korra would never have shown. Compassion that Aang would have been so proud of. Korra doesn't end the series the way she was at the beginning. Everything wasn't magically okay. As I once said, her healing didn't begin and end in Korra alone. It was a process, and it is growing. It was heartbreaking for me to see that she wasn't as bright-eyed as she once was. At the final ceremony, you can see it on Korra's face. This is a girl who has been through so much. And in her eyes, you can see the fatigue. But later through those same eyes, you can see the joy that Asami brings to Korra. Korra was just a teenager when she sacrificed her body and her mind. Through suffering, she lost her innocence, but gained maturity and balance. Water is the element of change. People of the water tribe are capable of adapting to many things. They have a sense of community and love that hold them together.
Why the heck am I having such a hard time with this right now?
Always be needed. Through her little community, Asami, Mako, Bole, Tenzin, the Beifongs, and everyone else, they all remind her of that. Look at Korra when she began, and then look at Korra in the end. Korra embodies resiliency and growth.
Past 4 people before I BMG and Dallas route, final 8. Alright. Here we go. This thing has good off-road, right? No, not good enough. That's a bullet bill. I really needed that, and no one else got it either. So it's gonna bring me to first, potentially. Why do some bullet bills last 6 million years and other bullet bills last 3 seconds? Puzzles me. Like, that lasted so long. Nice! Oh, piece of that. Yes! Oh! Let's go. Amazing! Look at that! The moment this lasted the whole turn. Oh, baby. And I got stuck. And I stuck outside. It's okay. I get the start. This makes no sense. Gale Laser and Malware out. Final 6. I don't even know how I made it this far. I feel like I'm playing so bad with this thing. I don't even know. I'm gonna hold this. Oh. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, the reason why I'm playing so bad is just because of my lack of experience with this vehicle. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've used this vehicle like in a video before, or even just playing this game in general. It's like one of my least used vehicles. I feel like I do not have it down at all. Alright, we'll get some bullet bills though, we'll be fine.
Huh. Was there really only ever one guardian here?
I guess I'll take this route. Yo! Yo! The off-road status is broken. Let's freaking go. Nice! Nice!
No.
There was a blue shell, but it somehow didn't get to me, so we take those. Just somehow evading everything. Somehow, someway. And we're in second. I mean, it's going really well for us. I didn't get. Oh gosh. That came out of nowhere. It really did. I didn't even see that. I'm gonna use my bonus. It's a bomb, which I didn't want. I was hoping for a mushroom to do the shortcut, but I was still able to get shrimpless, which is good. So the shortcut's very free, thankfully. I guess I have to go around. Yes, that's a star. I needed that so bad. Okay, I have a chance to find out. Go, 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 go. I'm alive! Third place. Much Creeps and T eliminated. Final 4. That is the number one thing I think I would change with item rain is the bombs. Like, get rid of 50% of them. And maybe make it a little harder for the first place to break away. Like, I don't like how the blue shells will disappear if you get them, and then first place kind of gets bailed out just because, oh, there's too many items in play, and fourth place launches the blue shell at you. Oh, too bad, the blue shell disappears, and it's a waste of an item, and first place is just chilling. Like, the blue shell should never disappear in the air, and then the bombs are just, like, so insane, it's just like... It's too much. The screen is always shaking, and like it would be a better like visual experience too if the screen was always shaking. And the way to make the screenshot stop shaking is just to get rid of like 50% of the bombs. There'll still be 30,000 bombs every lap, but they'll be 50% less. So I think that's a good thing. Nice. See, this is just scary. This is so scary.
Hello.
Can I have that? Or not? I tried to bomb MPEX. Looks like
No!
I did.
Hey!
I guess I'll hit this bullet bill, but I'm not excited about it. Actually, no, I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, never mind. That was actually really good.
Oh.
Do anything. No! I wanted those so bad. Guys, my drift just gets stuck. Like, that was so stupid. Oh. That hurt, that hurt, that hurt.
Holy shit, he drowned.
First place, first place.
Opportunity for escape.
Oh my gosh, I have 2 bonuses going into the finals. Amazing, I can't believe I won. Wow. Results are in. MPEX Michael 52 eliminated. Her gets another point on the leaderboard. That puts her at 3 points. Just gonna say this real quick before I focus. This vehicle is low-key ridiculous on Item Rain. I have not even been playing that well, and it just feels like the positive results are coming quite easily. And that's just surprising.
Fuck it.
I'm not sure if it's luck or just this vehicle just handles. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. This item handles Item Rain really well. But I think it's the handling makes it so easy to survive. So I can see this being a very good vehicle to make it far, but I don't know if it's like the best vehicle for a 1v1 because it's slow. Wow. That was something else. Alright, we're getting chain of this.
Oh.
Pretty far back, but there's each one of those. The bullets are just too good. And I gotta make much from all the bullets are awesome. Yeah, we're making up ground quick. Guys, I'm still in it. It's definitely not over in the slice. I have 1 more bonus, and her, is only, 3-4 seconds? Oh, I'm gonna go for that bullet, too. I'm driving backwards more than I'm driving forwards. Yes, okay, it was worth it. It was worth it. Just gonna grab this a wasted bonus because I gotta make a thundercloud. It would have been nice, but the bullet bill is obviously better. So we're catching up. Alright, bomb. This feels stupid, but I really do think that's the best play. Especially there's another shot used. I kind of changed my mind, actually. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Whoa.
Pure skill. I'm the greatest Wario Bike player of all time. And, it's day 7. We had 2 winners, and they both used the Wario Bike. Item Rain makes no sense. I know nothing about Item Rain. Clearly. Wow. Gosh. Alright. Imagine the only places you can visit in the world were Mario Kart Wii tracks. Custom tracks, regular tracks. Custom track raiders. It'd be the architects. We'd be living in apartments on the race courses. I would live on Yoshi Circuit, for sure. Just in case you guys were wondering. not get the change. We're doing Diddy Kong on the Sugar Scoop, and I have more faith than ever that I can win one of these things with the Sugar Scoop after the last race. I'm just gonna go find all the bullet bills. This thing has good off-road. Oh, my strategy didn't work, guys. I was gonna use the boost bill, jump, and then I was gonna skip the annoying Shy Guy Beach Zipper, and then take the inside lane, get the item box, and I was skipping it first
That
by about
camp
30
is
seconds.
glitchy. I wanna go
Now
check
we're in
it.
the middle.
But first I'm gonna save.
Oh. Alright, I'll get this mushroom, I guess. Go, go, go. Had it everywhere. Get out of the way, get out of the way. I think we found our track list though. None of the tracks are getting like severe issues anymore. Ouch! That is why you have to respect the bombs. Another rule, if I can definitely like make an item range, how to play item range tutorial after doing this knockout series, and one of the big things you have to do in item range, like what I've learned, is you have to respect the bombs. If you see a bomb and you didn't see it drop, you just have to assume that bomb is the size of its blast radius, not the size of the actual bomb. Because getting hit by a bomb is just too detrimental. So you have to do everything you can to avoid the bombs. And here, I'm gonna go this wide. See? And it paid off. And look at Amiibo got hit. And now I'm forward. There you go. Thank you, Amiibo, for giving me that as an example. Appreciate that. Amiibo took one for the teabags. Alright. We might get out here. This just hasn't been a race where I've been able to get momentum. Yeah, see? And then I just got squished. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, go, go, go. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. I'm looking at the minimap and people fell really far out of it, so we'll be okay. Nice, went inside of it. My bomb. I'm gonna try this again. Okay, I kinda messed it up, that's okay. Didn't fall off at least. A Uber, perfect. Just what I needed. We survived. Not a great race. I feel like the Wario bike is better. I cannot believe I'm saying that. I feel like I have like less of an idea of the exact hitbox of the Wario bike, and I'm really surprised things went as well as it did with it. Sugar Scoop feels better, but my results are not. My results are saying otherwise. Like my results are saying Wario bike is better so far. So we'll see. All right, Allison and Slinky are out. Final 10. First place using classic dragster. We have another Wario bike in the room. Let's go! The Wario bike revolution is real, ladies and gentlemen. Wario bikes have won every single event so far in this video right now. The Wario bikes can go 5 for 5. It's possible. If Wario bike wins this one, I might just use Wario bike again. I don't even care about the Wario. Just gotta make the Wario bike revolution.
Ow.
Into force. That might just hit that for sure. Somehow I didn't get hit by that bullet, but let's go. That is the tightest drift ever. Good here. Not how that panned out. Could have been much worse. Try to steal supervise. Never mind, didn't get a mushroom. I love when someone has a Mega Thundercloud and you mushroom into them from behind and they don't see it coming. You steal the Mega Thundercloud. Always a great feeling. Pull that off right there. Amazing, amazing. There's a Daisy player way up there. Right now. Or not. Not gonna go for shortcut shot to happen in a second. Go, go, go. So first place just must be pulling everything. So far up there, no one's even close. I pull a bullet bill, I'll be right there. These bullets are so insanely, disgustingly busted in second place. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 1
find the boomerang.
Interesting
God
experience.
dang
Like,
it.
some of these races are so enjoyable, so peaceful, so relaxing. No one's even near me, all these beautiful items. I get to choose which ones I want. Consumify and Zialot, the last wheeler, eliminated. Final 8. Got my bonus. Why would you play this?
That was useless.
Warrior Bikes is still in it. So 2 outside dirt bikes in it right now. Final 8. Here we go. I failed. Throw this. Mpex is gonna win the Warrior Bike, I'm calling it. Looks grim right now, but you already want the sugar scoop. I seriously do feel the Warrior Bike is a little better. Machito got my Mega Thunderclap, no! That was weird.
Ooh, a drill shaft.
Could have been catastrophic.
He's gone.
Very happy to see how that went. Man, the cannon time. I don't think you get a trick in this game. Cannon going to the cannon. He's got it. Yeah. Nice, Machito. Well played. I was gonna get it, but it's smart. I'm telling you guys, do not feel bad about backing up to your bullet bill. Most of the time, it's worth it. Because the bullet bill will just last longer most of the time, because you're losing to more people, and the bullet's like, okay, we need to help them more, you know? So, somehow not hitting anything right now. I'm gonna drop this bomb, do some damage. That feels good. That feels good. Needed that. I'm gonna get to 3rd now. Top 2 are way too far up. No, 3rd place is going fast. We're not gonna catch 3rd. Yeah, good. Not trick cannon, so. Chilling in 4th here. You can pull a Mega? Haha! Asking you shall receive, ladies and gentlemen. My Mario Kart career in a nutshell. I cannot. How many times have I pulled a Mega from a box today? Like, how many times has that even happened? I feel like it never happens. It's always a bomb or a thundercloud or a mushroom. This will be a long watch. Called it. 2 for 2. Let's see if I can call the next one. I'm on a roll right now. Gotta survive. That's priority, of course. Gotta focus. Can't get carried away. I'm just gonna opt away and get the nice Mega Mushroom. And give me a mushroom. Got it. Ah, 3 for 3. That's awesome. Let's go. Fun race. And kind of uneventful. It's been interesting. How many races have been these? Baby Mario finishing in last. Machito second. Mix much famous first. Oh, look at this. Mpex survives. The Warrior Bike Creep is still alive. Pav and Michael, 52 eliminated. Final 6. Much Creeps keeps winning with the classic dragster. Mpex is still in with the Warrior Bike. I'm on the Sugar Scoop. The further we get into these item raid tournaments, the more diversity you're seeing. And this has been quite a fun event. I have a lot of hope right now. This thing. I even have a bonus item, so things are looking really good. Somehow got that. That was awesome. Nice. I don't even know if it was worth it, but guess we'll find out how this race goes. Wait, excuse me? People are that far behind? I just looked at the mini-map. looking at the minimap and the Baby Peach, who is in an elimination position, we have about 5 seconds on them. So I like my chances right now. I'm not gonna burn a bonus if I don't have to. I'm in third right now, which is really good. There's a bullet bill. Yes! Oh, we're safe. We're good. Alright. They have shock dodge. And should be able to get there. There's someone who got lapped. Feel bad for them. Just got the double bullet, but it looks like they get third place. Not too shabby. Can't complain. Guys, we're in the semifinals with the Sugar Skew. This is so awesome. We might get back-to-back victories with outsider flags, and I had not had a single victory with an outsider flag. Gil, Lizard, and Amiibo eliminated. Final 4, we got Mush Creeps, we got Matutino, we got MPEX. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Mach Bike, Wario Bike, Sugar Scoop, Classic Dragster, the Final 4. Good luck, everyone. This has been an event to remember. And this bullet bill is going some distance. Let's go. We're not getting that one, though. But we are going to get this one. No, we're not! No, we're not! Oh, I'll go for this one. Yes, okay, at least we got that one. We needed that one. We needed that so badly. Just look how far I'm at top 2 bar. I'm gonna have to start using my bonuses immediately. Go, 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 go. Using one. Here we go, let's see what we get. Mushroom. Epic. Epic! Let's go. Losing it. I just missed so many good items. At least I got the mango. Last right now, but I'm still in it. First place is up there. This is getting insane, guys. Single mushroom. It's over. I missed the bullet. No! I missed it, guys. I missed it. That sucks. Get the bullet. No. Wait, hang on. Mach Bike player is spinning out. We got the dodge. No! I'm dead. Yeah, it's over for me. Yeah, it's a wrap.
It must be a common enough mod that no one realizes this is what's happened, that this is a bug.
But I shouldn't have gone for the bullet. I don't know if I would have survived anyway. I felt like I was just barely hanging on. But it's all about just finding the right items at the right time. That race was crazy. That race was insane. All 3 of them finished so fast. I feel bad for Matutino, who had a really good race. MPEX versus Much Creeps in the finals. Are we really going to see 3 Wario Bike wins back to back to back? It's looking like it. It's looking. This is an uphill battle for Much Creeps. I know how tough this track is for the quality ride. It's near impossible. Oh! MPEX got it. And the blue shell is chasing MPEX. Look at that. This point of view, this first person point of view. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Whoa, that's so cool. Guys, Much Creeps tried. Valiant effort. But the Classic Dragster is not getting a point on the leaderboard just quite yet. MPEX with another point and another victory for the Wario Bike. We've played so much Item Rain and there's been a new development. It turns out the Wario Bike might be one of the best vehicles in the entire format. That's what's being proven right now. This is absurd. Congrats to MPEX. I don't even know what to say. Like, there's another Wario Bike. Are there any more? There's gonna be so many Wario Bikes in these rooms now because of what's happening. Like, the Wario Bike is actually good, guys. It's not troll. Like, I felt like I didn't even have that great of an event. Normally that can only happen on the top vehicles where I win, and I feel like my event was just subpar. But, like, normally, using the bad vehicles, you have to have a lot of inventory way to win, and there's a reason we're seeing back-to-back Wario Bike wins. You're gonna see a lot of Wario Bikes in the next few events, I guarantee it. Because all the people who have felt like their luck has just been down the drain using even some of the top vehicles, they're gonna want something new. So, it's surprisingly simplistic to use. People see Outside Drift in Mario Kart Wii, and they think to themselves, steer clear, like, don't even waste your time with it unless you're doing tool assist, or, you know, some goofy world record category like Shy Guy Beach Glitch. Item Rain, Outside Drift is here to stay. I'll take that bullet bill. another bullet bill in the grass. And that looks really weird seeing a blooper pop out of the bullet bill. That's why you respect the bombs right there. That's why you respect them. Kind of messed that up. Whoops.
There's something you can only do in Breath of the Wild, but not in Genshin.
It's manageable.
Enjoy the sights.
How and God uses immediately. Yes! I can maybe get third now. Even though Much Creeps did not win the Classic Dragster, I fully believe Much Creeps now. Whenever I see Much Creeps make a car with a meat vehicle or a perceived meat vehicle, I'm going to immediately assume that vehicle is low-key cracked, because that's what happened with the Wario Bike. And who knows? If Twitch chat doesn't tell me use Wario Bike, because we have a Wario Bike champion, but I might not use Wario Bike. I don't want to use Wario Bike. This might not use Wario Bike, and then there's only one Wario Bike champion. Or maybe Much Creeps doesn't win with the Wario Bike first, and second, and then there's 0 Wario Bike champions. We never really learn how broken the Wario Bike is, or maybe only Much Creeps is using it. Is he even using the Wario Bike in the Invitational? I have so many questions. Alright. And Kiwi and Slinky are out. Final 10. This track is beautiful, by the way. If you haven't seen it before, it's been in CGP over a year, and it's one of my favorites. Guys, this is running 60 FPS. That is huge. There's hope.
Huh.
Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, no! Wow, this tree is so cool. Look at how giant this tree is. Checking out the tree. I'll get back to the race in a second. Can't see the tree. Alright, gotta focus. I'm lost! What? Okay, I guess I have to go this way. Didn't realize how far that's extended. Forgot about that. Paid the price. And that's one. Let's go.
How do I climb it with this weather?
Surprisingly. Yeah, this really redeems the race. If you're ever having a bad lap, just find a bullet bill. All will be better. Or not. Jesus. I mean, I'm lucky that I didn't get that bullet, because, like, clearly went for it. Bumped me away from it. Guess I should be happy I just got it. Rough start, though. Very much enjoying the acceleration on this thing. Feels like potentially it would be the best part for this game mode. Let's not make the same mistake as last time. There we go, much better, much better. But now that's good. Nothing we can do about that. Instead, we will this box and just try to get some space from these other racers. There we go. I'm just hunting for bullet bills, I don't see any. Okay, I went for that mushroom. But this thing's weight, even though I'm on Luigi, is not that great. It really isn't. Gotta be careful. I saw a bullet bill drop, but it dropped into out of bills. I just got scarred, and I have no bonus. I'm gonna eliminate position on this lap 3. This is horrible. Nice. Good to dodge right now. Yes! Bullet bill! Oh, so lucky. It just dropped. Like, one that much in plain sight on lap 3. It's not happening much in these tourneys. There's a bullet. Oh. Stop. That is so dumb. What? You can't make the jump when you're small? That is so stupid. I'm sorry. That is so stupid. I think I'm gonna get out. Okay, I'm safe. Yeah, I'm safe. I got 8. Okay, we're good. Pav and Dicey eliminated. Final 8.
Idiot.
Alright. Cheap Beach. Let's go. Oh, there's a bullet. I mean, I'm just gonna use my own bullet here.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, let's go. And we got 60 FPS, and I'll go for another bullet bill. Spent more time today in bullet bills than not in bullet bills. I'm totally fine with that. It's kind of relaxing when you're in bullet bills, especially in the back. You know, the bullet's not going to drop you anytime soon. You have a nice ride to the finish line. It's a good feeling. I do not have a bonus. I'm in last. Ouch. Saw a bullet bill. Drop into the water. Not a great start.
These
here.
things have infinite power.
There we go. Finally smoked it. Let's see if we can blow.
And I have infinite stupidity.
Awesome. There we go. 4 bombs on the last straight. My cheap charger's been struck. Hers on the cheap charger? What the heck? Nice. Wide. Avoid that. Ouch, the crab is way too powerful. Alright, gotta play a little better here. That's great. I really needed that. I braked fully to avoid all the items. And we're getting the dodge. Nice. Please drop me right now. There we go. That works. I was really trying to get out of the way of that one. I knew that was gonna happen. Yes, that was so risky. I shouldn't have even tried that. But it paid off for sure. Yes, I hit her. I was going for it for sure. Lap 3. Scary situation here. Barely safe. I think this is worth it. I really do. This seems like it's actually a good play going for this. Okay, we're small still. That's okay. I'm getting a star. I'm getting a star in 4th. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna be safe, guys. I'm gonna be safe. This was a tough race, too. Okay, 4th place. We're good. We're safe. Wow. It felt like one of those races where I was gonna just fall out of it, honestly. So, big change of events and going for the short with the shotgun is awesome. Right after the boost ammo, saved a lot of the off-road. And the speed is not that much different. Like you're small versus regular size in the off-road. So we have 16 points and we're in the back half of the tournament. We got a bonus side. Her and BMG are out, final 6. Oh, we haven't played this one today. This track's scary. I don't like this one. I feel like bad things happen on this track. That was close. Yes! How did I get that? No business seeing that star. I like this vehicle on this track. I like this a lot. This is fun. It's a perfect time to pull the star too. Right as I'm going over the off-road section. Wow. Wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. Amazing. Very good. I'm so far ahead of 3rd. This is extremely surprising. Oh, that bomb went forward, whoops. Ouch! Ouch! I'll do this. Nice! This vehicle does... Ouch. Oh my god, why am I not paying attention to these things? Guys, I literally just, like, wasn't even looking. I didn't even notice the problem. So I was ready to say something. Always happens. Get a thought, ready to say it, not paying attention. There goes my race. Wait. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? The bomb, I didn't pull a power my last box. All I needed was a mushroom. I was safe. Are you serious? The bullet bill just with me. I hate the bullet rather than that track. Oh, it's so sliding and so narrow, and they have the freezies moving, and then the bullet takes the same path. So dumb. Bullet should take the other path. That's all I gotta say. I'm out. Final 4. Here we go. Malware might have dodged the first shock, but not the second one. Now it's gonna be dead even. So this is exciting. It's kind of what I was hoping for, but what I didn't expect. Here we go. Last lap, the finals, Matsushita fighting winners. First point on the leaderboard. We can see Matsushita make a big comeback and actually make it to the Invitational last second at the very end of this tournament series. This is going to be so close. This is going to... Oh, there's a shock, but it's missed by both parties. Okay, there's another shock from Matsushita. Unfortunately, just misses it by big. So there's bomb everywhere! And there was even a bullet bill on the outside lane, but neither one of them opted to take the outside lane. They both went inside. And it is Daddy the Mega Mushroom, Mega Mushroom! Malware is in second place, going wide for the Mega Mushroom, pulls a Thundercloud, and here we go. Who's gonna pull the bullet bill? That's what it's gonna come down to. They're not even, oh my gosh, the lead changes every single lap. There's like 3 lead changes. This is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's watch Matsushita. Neither one of them got that shock. And Matsushita is standing out here in last place. It is looking like it's over. Let's see though, you never know. You never know, something could fall on Malware last second, you never know. But it doesn't. Malware gets his 3rd point on the leaderboard, and that was well played, well deserved. Congrats to Malware. Matsushita this close, and that has been the story for the item raid events for Matsushita. Malware is guaranteed in the Invitational. Congrats. One event left, here we go. Let's see if we can survive one more race with the Powder Prowler, and it'll be very, very satisfying. I'm gonna troll everyone. This is so silly. Oh no, Consumify!
Oh my.
Get away. Yeah, the acceleration died. Oh man. Gotta find the bullets quick. That's one. There we go. I'm not trying to actually drive with the Piranha Prowler. It's so funny how the bullet takes that route too. That's so narrow. I cannot believe the bullet takes that route. That's what did me in last race, or last time. Wow. Frame 1 dodge. Gotta love it. Get a lot of those item rates. Great regular Mario Kart.
Uh-oh.
In a pretty good spot right now. Nice! Oh, what? Not even in a star I can go through the freezies? That's stupid. This track's old though, this track's really old. I tried to drift left, it's too late. I'm gonna do a standstill. This is scary, guys. I'm gonna get. Oh, no, we're good. This is great, this is what I needed. Actually, in a not bad position, I'm in 7th. I thought I was in like 10th, so better than I expected. That means people are really far behind. Thank you, Bullet. Much appreciated. Best friend, Bullet Bill. Guys, I'm spamming the button. I'm literally... I just want to cry on this track. I literally spammed the button like 8 times, and I guess I didn't spam it quick enough. This is torture. This track is actually torture on anime. Alright, I survived. Kiwi and Slinky are out. Final 10. Alright, let's see here. This is actually a really good track for me. I like the flat tracks. I can see everything well. I give myself a good chance. I can make all the corners with this one. Piranha Prowler has a decent shot, for sure. Yes, okay. I really needed that. Looks like Pinger got it as well. Why is his bullet bill like doing that to my bullet bill? Oh, come on. Not only did I don't get the dodge, I don't get my item. Come on. Yeah, Pinger's bullet bill was dancing with my bullet bill. Quite interesting. the shortcut, but whoever made this custom track thought it was a good idea to not make it clear where the outbounds was for whatever reason. We had a great version of Frappe Snowland, and then they updated it, and now I just, like, have to guess. It's so annoying. Alright, let's see. Got focus. Wow. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Lucky
Actually, it's smarter if I just go for the stable.
It really does go in waves, doesn't it? 3 lucky moments back to back to back right there. Another one. Another one. I'm gonna risk it. I don't know where it is. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Just gonna play it very safe.
Mad played and it didn't save my time, so whatever. I'm done with that video. Not the apparatus. I keep forgetting this is what this shit is. Nah. Dang it, now it's gonna be a bit more difficult. Now it's gonna be really difficult.
To you by these generous contributors. Yeah. If you'd like high-resolution downloads of the artwork, assets, and animations used in our videos, consider joining the Patreon. Your contributions help make content come out sooner and supports new and upcoming projects.
Hello.
Institute of Technology. Together, they pioneered incredible new research and developments in the field of robotics and high technology that would go on to benefit all of mankind in years to come. Thomas and Albert, however, were far more than just colleagues, and the two considered themselves to be best friends. However, a schism would soon form between them for a difference of opinion and priorities. Well, not without good reason, as each side of this debate would be deciding on matters that could, and would, go on to alter the course of human history forever. During a debate among council members for where the Robot Institute of Technology should focus its research and possibly future funding, two schools of thought had formed. Dr. Wiley had proposed that with his double gear system that he had developed, all currently existing robots could easily be upgraded with immense speed or power, which would have the benefit of prolonging the usefulness of any given robot by breathing new utility into it. Obsolete robots could potentially regain their usefulness via the double gear in the form of increased speed or power wherever they might be lagging behind. Likewise, existing robots would be able to call upon immense strength and mobility in a pinch, allowing them to operate far above their intended specifications. The ability to instantaneously upgrade any robot or machine seemed an incredibly valuable and useful tool to have at one's disposal. A simple add-on that can turn any robot into a hero if the need arises. This was Dr. Wiley's primary motivation for promoting the double gear. Dr. Light, however, saw things in a different light, and cautioned against the use of such a potentially dangerous tool. Dr. Light's proposal to the Council of the Robot Institute of Technology was for research into advanced artificial intelligence, not to give robots increased speed and strength, but rather to focus on enhanced thinking capabilities, which would propel robots from mere tools to something far greater. With their advanced reasoning and capacity for thought, it would open the way forward for incredible autonomy and possibly lay the groundwork for artificial sentience. Both of the doctor's proposals had their benefits and drawbacks. Wiley's proposal would certainly yield more immediate benefits and results, but as soon as technology catches up to allow performance on par with the double gear itself would become obsolete. Not to mention, use of the double gear has a tendency to apply additional wear and tear on the machines that use it, potentially costing more in the long run to maintain it as a long-term solution. Dr. Light's proposal, however, would be a slow burn, the full benefits of which may not be seen until many years later, as this area of research continued to improve and advance, leading to miraculous breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, and perhaps the creation of a whole new race of intelligent beings on par with humanity. But this beautiful vision of the future would also bring with it an entire swath of ethical questions and concerns, robot rights as people, and the very real potential conflict between two intelligent species fighting to share the planet. Ultimately, Thomas's proposal was accepted, and Albert's was rejected. This rejection stung especially hard for Albert, as it was Dr. Light who was one of the very vocal opponents against the double gear system. The argument could be made that superior power requires superior intelligence to wield properly, and by plunging civilization into a world in which robots are unable to properly comprehend or exercise proper responsibility with these amazing powers, they can rapidly pose a massive threat to the world if misused. However, Dr. Light's proposal afforded far less upfront risks and would allow for decades of course correction to get things just right, as opposed to immediately dropping some monumental leap in technology and capability forward as what Wiley was proposing. In time, perhaps both Thomas and Albert's proposals could be married together, as robots were created with Dr. Light's superior intelligence to temper their usage of Dr. Wiley's superior capabilities. Unfortunately, Dr. Wiley's patience had run out. Upon Dr. Light persuading the Council that Wiley's projected research would be far too dangerous to continue, Wiley stormed out of the council chambers, vowing revenge for this insult, and swearing that his genius would someday get the recognition that it deserves. Perhaps Wiley was right, that his invention would have benefited mankind and given us a head start towards the world. Or perhaps Dr. Light was right, and Wiley was not willing to err on the side of caution in lieu of immediate gains. Years later, Dr. Light, now an accomplished roboticist and technology expert, unveils the first fruits of his labor after his advanced AI research had been approved. 6 robot masters are presented to the public, Cutman, Gutsman, Electman, Bombman, Iceman, and Fireman are all industrial robots boasting incredible levels of intelligence, reasoning, and autonomy, very closely mimicking that of a human. Each one would serve a special purpose in their respective industrial fields, leading the way for more robots to be created with special applications and abilities. Except for 2. In addition to the initial 6, 2 more were kept by Dr. Light himself to serve a different purpose. Dr. Light number 001 and Dr. Light number 002, also known as Rock and Roll respectively, were to be raised as Dr. Light's children and serve as his lab assistants. Rock, modeled after a young boy, and Roll, a young girl, together made up Dr. Light's family. One day, however, jealous of Dr. Light's success in Spotlight, Dr. Wily returned, kidnapping the 6 industrial robot masters, reprogramming them, and weaponizing their incredible powers and intelligence to take over 6 key locations and control valuable world resources. Forces were sent out to stop the robots, but it would seem that Dr. Light built his robot masters really well, because nothing was able to stand against them. Seeing what was happening, and that no one else was able to stop them, Rock, Dr. Light's son, stepped up and volunteered to be upgraded specifically for combat in order to defeat the 6 industrial robot masters and put an end to Dr. Wily's terror. Reluctantly, Dr. Light performed the upgrades on Rock, bestowing upon him the mighty Mega Buster, and the name Mega Man. With his new equipment, Mega Man would go on to defeat his reprogrammed brethren and eventually Dr. Wily. After this first conflict, Wily would go on to develop his own robot masters, steal some for his own, or even blackmail other prominent robot scientists into doing his dirty work, all in the name of finally being recognized for his genius. Every single time, Mega Man rises to the challenge, with his father, Dr. Light, standing behind him, providing upgrades, powers, and new companions to aid him in the battle against all the struggling users. How ironic it would be for during the scene to find his interest in the film, that Dr. Wily would be defeated by the culmination of both Thomas and Albert's research. Mega Man, a robotic hero, blessed with a sense of justice beyond any compare, prevailed Dr. Wily's own noble, and elevated his speed and power over anything they had ever been. Perhaps if Dr. Wily had been a bit more patient, and perhaps if Dr. Light had rejected himself, and the two had reached a compromise, this beautiful thinking would have been how this story started. Middle-aged, older gentleman, with white hair. Dr. Light is notably shorter and more corpulent, while Wily is skinnier and seemingly taller in some relations, though neither men are very tall to begin with. Dr. Light has retained all of his hair, though it is fully white, and has grown out a large bushy leader. Dr. Wily, on the other hand, has begun balding on top, sporting a spiky, flared-out mustache and hairstyle, resembling Batman's. Their clothes have changed from time to time depending on which game you see them in, but most depictions of Dr. Light tend to give him a blue tie with white polka dots. Wily, however, has far more varied fashion, swapping out his blue jeans for black slacks on occasion, several different ties, and sometimes an entirely original outfit comprised of several skull-themed ornaments. The exact ages of Dr. Light and Dr. Wily seem to fluctuate. Some sources may have stated their exact age, but timelines and dates have shifted around and been retconned in recent years, effectively making their ages a moot point. They are simply old or middle-aged to make things easy. It is often debated over which of the doctors is more intelligent, but there does not really seem to be any way to properly quantify their intelligence. While it is true that Mega Man has beaten everything Dr. Wily has thrown at him, that speaks more to the power of Mega Man and less to the intelligence of either doctor. It is this Yellow Ripplehead's opinion that they are of equal intelligence, but clearly not of equal priorities. Dr. Light is a peaceful, loving father figure to his children, Rock and Roll. He is a man who thinks hard on his decisions and the consequences of them. He often second and triple guesses himself to make sure that he is doing the right thing, and is always looking for ways to improve the quality of life in the world, not just for humans, but for robots as well. This much is reflected in his two stand-up creations, Rock and X. Rock was seemingly built with the best of Light's personality traits and an innate sense of justice, good about it. X, on the other hand, was gifted with a doctor's conscience, constantly evaluating his decisions and choices. In fact, it is implied in Mega Man Zero official complete works that there is a dedicated piece of hardware in X which forces him to constantly weigh his options about any given decision, to see whether or not it benefits mankind or Reploids, and to never act selfishly in those decisions. This is befitting, since X is more like a human than he is a robot. Dr. Wily, on the other hand, seems to have fallen furthest from where he once stood. There was a time when Wily only cared about benefiting mankind and working with his best friend as they created a prosperous world throughout their inventions and research. After being spurned one too many times, Wily has become completely consumed with a singular goal in mind. Wily seems to harbor a mix of resentment and grief over his lack of recognition on the same level of Dr. Light, who has often publicly and proudly been praised for his work. Whereas Wily felt that his work was equally impressive, but received little to none of the same adulation. This obsession with being recognized for his genius seems to be misguided, and has led to various schemes and scams to somehow prove that he is the superior scientist. If his robots and inventions can help him take over the world, that would be tangible proof that he is somehow superior, and the world would be forced to admit as much. Oftentimes, however, his original jealousy-driven intent to be recognized seems to get overshadowed by his single-minded drive to rule the world, making the message lost in translation. However, Wily fails to realize that while he is never lacking in passion and drive to achieve his goals, the fact that he has failed and continues to fail at his scheme would only reinforce the notion that he is actually the inferior scientist. Perhaps at this point, he feels that he cannot stop, or it would be the same as admitting this notion, that he must continue until he does succeed. He has effectively put himself into a vicious cycle from which he can never leave, and which he will seemingly never succeed in. The ultimate irony is that in his dying act, Wily finished Zero, his ultimate destroyer, a robot so devastating that no force on Earth can stop it. This final masterpiece, however, through a series of unlikely and complex events, would go on to become best friends with X, Dr. Light's final creation, and the two of them will work together to protect the planet from evil, as well as other people with twisted intentions like Dr. Wily's, and in some cases, even Dr. Wily himself. Perhaps if the world knew that Zero was created by Dr. Wily, they might actually praise Dr. Wily for creating such an amazing hero. But unfortunately, even this great hero was tainted with Wily's spite. Speaking of which, it would seem that neither doctor was able to rest in peace, as they found ways of continuing their work long after their passing. Dr. Light managed to digitize his mind, either by creating an artificial intelligence copy of it, or by somehow transferring his actual consciousness into a holographic form, sustained by a series of capsules hidden throughout the world, which appear to X as he fights to protect the world. These capsules often appear wherever X is going to make his missions, and seem to be able to move in some way, as some of them appear in locations that did not even exist 100 years ago when they were created, or appear in places where they would have to have been discovered already, such as large transport vehicles or newly constructed bases. Dr. Light, as he appears in these capsules, espouses wisdom and knowledge in addition to upgrade parts he develops for X. He often expresses a desire for X to avoid fighting, but admits the inevitability of such conflicts. These apparitions of Light have even expressed concern for current events, such as in Mega Man X4, where Light laments that Reploids are fighting one another in a giant war. The formidable nature of Dr. Light, however, is contrasted by the malicious nature of Dr. White, who also seems to have found a way to live on after his death. Whereas Dr. Light has taken a hands-off approach to his afterlife, never interfering with current events aside from assisting X, Dr. Wily seems to have gone through several Reploid avatars, with which he enacts his post-mortem schemes directly himself. Serges, One of the X-Hunters is actually a Reploid body containing the mind of Dr. Wily. While never stated directly, the Japanese script for Mega Man X2 has many lines of dialogue which paint a much clearer picture as to Serges's true identity, versus the English script's vague hints. This would explain how Serges was able to recover and rebuild Zero after the events of Mega Man X1, upgrade Zero into a new body, and even create Zero's iconic Z-Sealer. It would seem that Wily, as Serges, used this opportunity to take a second crack at Zero's design, creating a more idealized version. When Zero is fully recovered by X in the events of X2, an evil replica of Zero is presented to X as an opponent as well. It's not hard to assume that Serges hastily put together his duplicate of Zero using his knowledge of Zero, whom he already upgraded and split into multiple parts for extra retrieval. Wily would even cooperate with Sigma at some point, giving him secret information on both of the Hunters, and even apparently building a new body for Sigma to use against the pair in X5. Sigma states that this mysterious doctor he has been in contact with is the only person who hates X as much as Sigma does. Not even death has calmed Wily's burning hatred for all things associated with Dr. Wily. Later on, Wily re-emerges as Izok, and X-Border Reploids and partners up with Gate, another Reploid researcher, to offer him his exclusive knowledge of Zero systems. He seems to do a rather poor job of keeping his excitement over Zero under control, as he cheers and celebrates Zero for defeating IMAX, a Reploid who was supposed to be his ally, and gloats that X was not able to do the same. His knowledge about Zero and his clear favoritism towards him, as well as sharing the same voice as the deceased Doctor, makes it very easy to put two and two together. Upon seeing the Hunters closing in the game, and seeing that his time is limited before everything falls apart, Izok is found dead by the Hunters. His body is still active, but there is no mind inside of it, similar to the Erasure incident involving Cortana, another Reploid researcher, where when she absorbed the DNA soul of a Reploid, their body continued to function, but there was effectively no one inside to control it. This is perhaps the strongest evidence of Wily living on somehow in the future, and merely jumping from Reploid body to Reploid body as needed. The examples go on and on throughout various points in the X-series, but I think the primary point to take away from this is that not even death has calmed Wily's brain. I'm left to wonder if he even remembers what he was originally fighting for, or if it has become completely consumed. Dr. Light is thought to be modeled after Santa Claus to give him a more friendly and approachable appearance. Dr. Wily, on the other hand, is loosely based on Dr. Albert Einstein in both name and appearance. Dr. Thomas Light, on the other hand, has had his name and some of his appearance based on Thomas Edison, a famous inventor in the United States who was most well known for the invention of the light bulb. It is, perhaps, which gives Dr. Light his name, Light. Speaking of Light, there has been a long time debate over whether or not Dr. Light's name is supposed to actually be Dr. Light. This is because, in the Japanese language, light and right would both actually be pronounced the same as Raito. In Japan, his name is continued to be spelled as right, and in English his name is continued to be spelled as light. This debate was seemingly settled, however, when the Mega Man Battle Network series came out, and the main character, Lan, has a last name of Hikari. Hikari in Japanese translates to light, as in the sun, light bulbs, etc. But when the character of Tadashi Hikari was introduced in Battle Network 3, it reset the debate all over again. Tadashi actually translates to right, as in correct, which means the name could literally be right light. And we're right back at square one all over again. It is very likely that Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are Americans. Thomas Light and Albert Wily are about as far from a Japanese name as you can get. Furthermore, Dr. Light's house and lab are often depicted in the middle of a mountain range in a valley. By selecting Dr. Light's lab on the stage selected Mega Man 8, you can see that the icon that lights up is located somewhere in the Rocky Mountains area of the middle of the United States. Furthermore, in recent years, Mega Man 11 shows that Dr. Light and Dr. Wily attended the Robot Institute of Technology, which is located in Massachusetts. which is a pun on the American state of Massachusetts. Massachusetts is home to MIT, or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, of which the Robot Institute of Technology seems to be based on. With all of this combined, it is pretty clear to see that both Dr. Light and Dr. Wily were intended to be Americans. Dr. Wily has a logo, which is simply a W in a circle with the doctor abbreviation above it. Many other doctors have logos of their own. Dr. Light's is perhaps the most similar, with it being nearly identical, but with an L or an R in place of a W. Who had this idea first for a logo is unknown. Wily has a penchant for stealing robots and modifying them for his own purposes. Cloudman, Astroman, and many others were once robots who had normal jobs and functions before Dr. Wily came along and weaponized them for his schemes. In spite of the way that Dr. Wily uses robots as weapons, there have been times where Wily seemingly genuinely cared about the well-being of all of robot kind. In the plot for Mega Man 9, Wily convinced 8 robot masters to let him reprogram them to fight for him. Protest law, which states that when a robot master's expiration date is reached, that robot is scheduled for destruction and recycling. Wily seemed to promise that through his superior force of might, he could create a world where robots would not need to be destroyed like mere tools, just because their expiration date was reached or that their usefulness had run out, and instead treat them like people. Whether or not Dr. Wily was just lying to get them on his side is difficult to tell. On one hand, he was exploiting these robots as weapons to conquer the world, but on the other, he raised some legitimate points and concerns over the current treatment of robots in the world. If all Wily wanted to do was gain 8 new robot masters, there's no reason why he couldn't have just taken them by force and reprogrammed them like so many he has in the past. Instead, Wily sat them all down and actively convinced them to let him weaponize them for their own freedom. According to an apparently canon piece of media, known as Dr. Light's Journal, which doubled as a calendar, Dr. Light and Roll play Street Fighter together often, and Dr. Light has joked that someday he would like to learn how to throw a Hadouken. In Mega Man X1, Dr. Light appears in an Easter egg capsule which grants X the ability to throw Hadoukens, which will one-shot every enemy and boss in the game. Dr. Light also appears in Ryu's martial arts uniform and headband. The same kind of Easter egg can be found in Mega Man X2, but in place of a Hadouken, X learns how to perform a Shoryuken. The dialogue for the X1 capsule seems to have been translated hastily and poorly, given the strangely bad grammar, and the X2 capsule uses dialogue which is a reference to Wayne's World, where the two stars will be often bow down and repeatedly claim, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!" This entry in Dr. Light's journal, however, would seem to suggest that Street Fighter is indeed a video game franchise in the Mega Man universe, rather than some sort of shared universe, as some fans have speculated. The fact that Street Fighter is a video game series would also imply that the secret Hadouken and Shoryuken abilities are strictly Easter eggs, as they literally come from a video game and are not based on some sort of actual martial arts technique in the world of Mega Man. This could, by extension, mean that Magma Dragoon is simply imitating something that he saw in a video game once. In the Archie Comics crossover event, which featured Mega Man and Sonic's worlds colliding, Dr. Wily showed genuine shock and concern for Dr. Light when Dr. Eggman unceremoniously dropped Dr. Light to his death, with Wily snapping at Eggman, claiming that he does not want to kill Dr. Light, he just wants to prove that he's better than him.
Okay. Dinner time.